Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So we're still at the road. We are still in the parish of Trelawney. We are heading towards St. Mary. Now, I know you are enjoying this journey. The stories, they are not so great, but you are enjoying the ride. So, continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, firstly, let me take time up to big up the management and staff at the First Caribbean Bank in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. I say this without any fear of contradiction. This bank, it has one of the most pleasant members of staff that you can ever think of. Sir Leo and Julie, Chrissy, Rochelle, and the rest of the crew. Big up on a nice, clean self. Yeah, man. Enough respect. Now, I don't mean to bore you, but several persons have reached out to us, and I would like your feedback on this one. Some relatives of the late Police Inspector Enroy Madourie, they are feeling dissatisfied with how the Jamaica Constabulary Force and its hierarchy treated their late relative who served 24 years of his adult life in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The late Inspector Madourie, he was born on Friday, July 12, 1974. He hails from Salt Spring in the parish of St. James. He attended the Barracks Road Primary and Carwyn College in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. He was an inspector of police and he was stationed in the parish of St. Catherine. Inspector Madourie, he was found in one of his motor vehicles, which was parked across the street from his house on Finchley Road at Whitewater Meadows in the parish of St. Catherine. He was found with a single gunshot wound to his head. His gun was found in one of his hands. It is suspected that Inspector Madourie, he took his own life. So here is what the relatives are complaining about, and please tell us, what are your views? Inspector Madourie, he was buried on Friday, August 26th, 2022. They are saying that only 1 or 2 senior police officers were at the funeral. They are also saying that they were expecting Inspector Madourie, a man who served the JCF for 24 years, to get an official police funeral. Now, when we made checks, we were told that there were 2 types of official funerals in the JCF. One is for police officers who are killed in the line of duty. They get full police honors, gun salute and all. The other one is for police officers who dies naturally. There is no gun salute here, but the casket, it is draped in the flag. This type of funeral is even given to retired members of the force whose family request it. This was not accorded to Inspector Madourie. The relatives, they are saying that there was a message from the Commissioner of Police in the program saying all kind of niceties, but no one stepped up to the podium to read that message. They are saying that they were expecting that even if the commissioner himself didn't come to the funeral, he would have sent someone on his behalf to read it. They are also saying no pallbearers were listed on the funeral program because they are understanding that they couldn't find enough of Inspector Madourie's colleagues to put on the program as pallbearers. According to the relatives, when they got to the graveside and people who traveled from Montego Bay wanted to see Inspector Madourie's body, the pastor, he had the audacity to tell them that this is a policeman funeral. He died serving. We are told that the people had to protest and make a whole heap of noise in order to see Inspector Madourie's body. So, what are your views? Because there is no written rule in the JCF that if an officer takes his own life, he shouldn't be accorded with a police funeral. And this is not the first time, This is not the first time relatives and even colleagues are complaining. The late Senior Superintendent Dermot Lawrence, he was assigned to Area 1 Police Headquarters. He was found hanging from a ceiling by a piece of rope at his home at Mango Valley, near Montego Bay in the parish of St. James in July 2018. It is suspected that the late SSP Lawrence, he took his own life. Also, he was not given an official funeral either, and it was only a few senior police officers who turned up at his funeral also. A police officer named Jeffrey Smith, he took his own life days after the January 6th event at the US Capitol in the United States of America. He was one of the officers on duty that day, and he was injured on duty. A retirement board later decided that Officer Smith, even though he took his own life, they listed him as being killed in the line of duty, and he was given an official funeral. Representative Dan Bear, a Democrat of Virginia, he went on to say, and this is in regards to Officer Jeffrey Smith. The representative, he said this: far too many people in uniform have been lost to suicide after experiencing severe trauma, and we owe it to them to right this wrong and fight for more empathetic responses to their struggles and sacrifices, even as we fight the scourge of suicide itself. This moral imperative is made clearer by the loss of Jeffrey Smith and his fellow officers after serving the people of this country. Now, what are your views on this one? Should the JCF change its stance as it relates to funerals for police officers who took their own lives? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Now, that lady on your screen, her name is Mrs. Veronica Headley Jennings. She was 60 years old. Mrs. Jennings, she was one of the founding teachers at the Howard Cook Primary School at Catherine Hall in the parish of St. James when the school started in 1989. Up to yesterday, Mrs. Jennings, she was the vice principal at the school. She has been the vice principal for over the past 15 years. Mrs. Jennings, she became ill recently and she died yesterday evening, Sunday, August 28th. We'd like to take time out to say condolences to Miss Jennings' family, friends, co-workers, and students. May her soul rest in peace. Now, this incident, it took place early yesterday morning, Sunday, August 28, 2022, about 6:30. It took place along the Springfield Main Road in the Negril Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. So, this is what we are learning. That man on your screen, his name is Neville Cadogan. He was popularly known as Nev, Zumba or Energy. He was 49 years old and he was said to be a chef. He lived at Mount Airy in the Negril area in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, Zumba, he was riding a motorcycle along the Springfield Main Road. He was heading towards Orange Bay direction. A white 2020 Toyota RAV4 was traveling in front of Zumba. We are told that on reaching a certain section along the road, near to the Springfield Church of God, the RAV4, it was in the process of making a right turn onto an open lot, but at the same time, Zumba was trying to overtake the RAV4. As a result, he collided into the right front fender and the right section of the bumper. If you look on your screen, that is where Zumba's bike hit. Yeah man, that's the damage on the RAV4. As a result of this collision, Zumba, he was thrown from the motorcycle and he landed in a concrete column. If you look on your screen, that arrow, it is pointing to the concrete column that Zumba ended up in. It is suspected that Zumba, he died on the spot. You see how straight the road is? Sad indeed. We'd like to say condolences to the family and friends of Zumba. May his soul rest in peace. So, yesterday, we posted a video. We are going to be editing it, but I am sure you'll be able to hear the sound. Watch this. Now, you can go and view the full video on our Facebook page. The page is the same name, Papaya News Links. Remember to go over there and click on the follow button. We bring you up-to-date news on that page. Now, we have since obtained a photograph of this robber. There he is on your screen. He's said to be from Norwood in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James, and for months now, he has been terrorizing business places in and around Montego Bay. In fact, we are told that he carried out a robbery at the same hairdressing salon in May of this year. That little parasite, he needs to be taken off the streets quick and fast. Now, this incident, it took place yesterday afternoon, Sunday, August 28th, 2022, about 2:30. It took place along the Carwyn Castle main road in the parish of Anova. We are learning that the Ramble police, they were on patrol when they received certain intelligence. As a result of the intelligence they received, they proceeded to the Carwyn Castle main road, where they intercepted a white Toyota Allian motorcar. We are told that no license plate was affixed to this car. We are also told that a hoodlum named Robert Bowen, he's popularly known as Hopper, and he's said to be in his mid-30s. He was the hoodlum driving this car. There were two females in the vehicle with Hopper. One is Claudine Barnett. She's also known as Dean, and she's said to be in her late 20s. She's a bartender, and she's from Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. The other female, her name is Lola Mae Durant. She's also called Lola, and she's said to be in her mid-50s. We are told that the car, it was searched and bingo. The police, they found a red bag in the back of the driver's seat. This bag, it was searched and it was found to contain a Browning 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 8 rounds of 9mm cartridges. As a result, all three were arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. All three of them will be going to the courts shortly. We'd like to take time out to big up the intelligencers for passing on the intelligence to the police. And Ramble Police, big up on yourself. Enough respect. Job well done. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet hit on it, remember to hit on it. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And remember to go over to our Facebook page, Papaya News Links, and click on the follow button. Now, in the final story for today, this one took place early this morning, Monday, August 29th, 2022, about some minutes after 12 midnight. It took place along the Green Pond main road in the parish of St. James. We are learning that a man, his name is Carwyn Anthony Brown. He was 46 years old and he was a taxi operator. Carwyn, he lived at Sun Valley Road in Norwood in the parish of St. James. We are told that Carwyn, he used to drive a white 2014 Nissan AD wagon motorcar. This car, he used it to operate as a robot taxi. It is said that Carwyn, he plied the route Cornwall Courts to Montego Bay. So, early this morning, Carwyn, he was driving the car. He was heading towards Montego Bay. We are told that residents of the area, they saw when the car that Carwyn was driving crashed into a utility pole right at the intersection of Green Pond and Salt Spring main roads. Two hoodlums were then seen exiting the car. It is said that they ran back towards Salt Spring Road, making good their escape. We are told that the residents, they went and checked on the crashed car, where they saw a man slumped in one of the front seats. He was bleeding from his upper body. Some police officers who were nearby, they were informed and they went on the scene. They saw Carwyn in the car and he was inspected. It was realized that he had received multiple gunshot wounds to his upper body. Carwyn, he apparently died on the spot. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was officially pronounced. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals